Welcome to the Professional Products Powerjection 3 EFI System Installation DVD. This is a state-of-the-art EFI system with a computer-integrated throttle body. It is all-inclusive and does not require a return line. The most unique thing about Powerjection 3 is that it is identical in dimension to a 4150 style carburetor. So it's a bolt-in design and uses the same throttle linkage. Its unique feature is that it is the first aftermarket EFI system to incorporate the engine management system and the throttle body together in one easy-to-install system, virtually eliminating messy wire harnesses and simplifying installation. It combines the classic look of a double-pumper carburetor, but allows you to use your existing single or dual-plane intake manifold with no fuel rails. Wiring is simple, and Powerjection 3 features a self-learning EMS with a wideband O2 sensor. That means that no tuning is required. You can use either a Professional Products Returnless fuel system or a standard return style system. Let's take a look at the components. Powerjection 3 system comes with all these components included. Throttle body with stage 2 EMS. All required sensors. Wideband O2. Powerjection 3 tuning software. Let's get started with the installation. You'll want to start by disconnecting the battery of your vehicle. Remove the existing carburetor after disconnecting the stock fuel lines. Install the Powerjection 3 supplied gasket, which is used for heat insulation. Install the new Powerjection 3 throttle body and tighten the bolts. You'll next want to hook up your linkage. You'll see how the linkage on the throttle body is the same as the 4150 style carb, which we had on the vehicle. This simplifies installation. Next step is installing the coolant temperature sensor in a coolant port. The supplied sensor uses a 3/8 inch pipe thread, and some manifolds might require a 1/2 inch adapter. Then, hook up the 2-wire connector to the EMS system. The wideband O2 sensor plugs into the EMS system and routes to the exhaust pipe. You should mount your O2 bung as close as possible to the header collector. You can either weld the bung or use one of the Professional Products wideband O2 clamps. The O2 sensors are Bosch brand wideband sensors and readily available at all local parts stores. Wiring is quick and simple. The system uses a 12-volt wire directly connected to the battery. Do not connect the main lead to the alternator. Next, you'll want to wire the key positive and make sure this connection has 12 volts in the on and cranking position of the key. Finally, you'll wire up the tach signal. On a standard non-amplified ignition system, attach the EMS tach signal wire to the negative side of the coil. If you're using an MSD or similar system, use the tach output on the spark module. Do not hook up both at the same time. That will complete your wiring. Finally, hook up the fuel system and check for leaks. Instructions for the fuel system will be the next segment. If everything looks good, start the engine and bring it up to operating temperature. The Powerjection 3 EMS system will take over and will begin the tuning process from that point. You can drive your vehicle in a normal manner and then let it rip. Professional Products Returnless Fuel System. Fuel on demand. Can be used with any brand EFI system for full control of fuel pressure in standard and boosted applications. We've already disconnected the battery, so we'll start our installation with step 2, mounting the module in your desired location. The Fuel on Demand module is water resistant, so it can be mounted under the hood or even under the vehicle. The pressure can be laptop adjusted for boost and vacuum interlink with the included software. We did not use this feature during this installation. For step 4, mount the sensor in the fuel system using the supplied harness and fuel pressure module. Connect the ground to the chassis and the battery to the 12-volt positive. You want to wire the key positive and make sure this connection has 12 volts in the on and cranking position of the key. Then, you can route the wires to the pump under the vehicle. We have the advantage of a lift, but you can do this easily with your vehicle on jack stands. Mount the pump as close to the tank as possible and at or below the fuel level. Properly running the fuel lines is essential. Stay away from hot sources, and you can even use the factory lines for the best results. Don't forget to run an EFI-compatible fuel filter and check all your work before connecting the battery and checking for leaks. That's EFI. That's easy. Professional Products' fully CNC machined Powerfire ignition distributor features an adjustable knob to fine-tune your engine timing to within 1/2 of 1 degree of crankshaft rotation after initial installation. The Powerfire distributor allows you to change the ignition timing without the use of a timing light when desired for fine-tuning at the track or on the street. Powerfire distributor also comes with additional advanced springs and bushings so you can tailor your timing curve to your needs. For installation of the Powerfire distributor, follow the easy-to-read instructions included with the distributor. We'll cover some of the highlights of the installation. Start out by rotating your engine to top dead center of the #1 cylinder during the compression stroke. Then, rotate the crank to the initial desired ignition advance lead you wish to use. Install the Powerfire distributor in the engine with the rotor facing to the front, near where the engine manufacturer aligns it, and gently snug down the distributor clamp. Then, mark the distributor cap where the rotor tip is pointing by the #1 terminal. You will install the distributor cap and wires, making sure to reference the mark placed on the housing, and continue to install the plug wires on, following the correct firing order and rotation. Finally, connect the distributor harness to the ignition coil, start the engine, and verify your timing. Do your initial timing adjustments, tighten the distributor clamp, and you're ready to run. Once your engine is running, you can now use the adjustable knob on the Powerfire distributor to fine-tune your timing. Note the timing changes on the detailed degree scale are etched onto the distributor housing. For more detailed installation instructions, refer to the ones supplied with the distributor or visit our website at www.professional-products.com.